What's good, fam? Welcome to Subs Over Dubs Anime Podcast, episode 27. My name is Reese here with AD and our new guest, Jimmy. We're going to grill on some anime topics and find out what's really going on. But let's start this off with Hell's Paradise, episode 12 or 11. I forgot the last 12. I know it's two more left. Let's start off from the top. Man, a lot like I envisioned that we talked about AD. It's probably gonna wrap up in the next couple of episodes. You'll have these two fights, and then it'll be like a cliffhanger into the season, and might be a wrap, man. It's a good show, but I would not be surprised if they just leave this show hanging after this episode. But what was your thoughts on seeing Saguri and then I already forgot her name, the ninja Inoichi
Yuzuria? Yeah,
Yuzuria. That's why I got my partners over here help me out. What'd you think of the episode?
I think it was pretty fire. She pulled out the substitution jutsu. Naruto in my top. It's my main thing right there. So that was off. And then I don't know about that. Her whatever his name is, Senta.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have been able to do nothing though, cause he ain't even got the key or nothing. What she call it. He ain't got none of that, so I don't know how he's able to just slice through that man's body like that. That was actually crazy.
I mean, I think he just thought of him as a non-threat and just paid no attention to him, because at the end of the day, what did he really do? You know what I'm saying? We can say he dismembered him, but it doesn't do anything. It's like,
that's a lot though.
That was a lot.
Really not a lot, cause like you seen everybody just slicing through them. They just let people slice them, cause they know they're just gonna regenerate.
Yeah.
The last time he got caught up, the last one. When he got stabbed and held on to him, put him in the chokehold. He hit the Piccolo sacrifice.
I think it's more so he was just holding him more than damage being done. So he locked.
But he couldn't get free though.
I mean, that has nothing to do with him, dismembering him though. I mean, that's the only thing he did, really.
I think he could have got free if he wanted.
Yeah, he could have got free. That's what I'm saying.
I think he just wanted to see if that attack that they was about to do was really gonna work on him.
Nah, bro was really kind of scared. Like, you see it in his face. He was really nervous because he know that girl is his weakness. So he's really scared at the end of the day. So he just couldn't get free. Because he even said, he's like, you can't get out.
In a way, I feel like he was playing with his food, to be honest. I mean, like you say, he should have been able to get free. And then maybe he just wanted to allow himself to get pushed this far. Because, for the most part, we can essentially say they've been bored this whole time. They don't get many people that make it there, and then on top of that, even if they make it there, they're not really getting challenged, So he could have just, something to do. Because like you said, I can't wait to,
Yeah, even the past, like from episode 10, they were saying that like these are different people. They even saying out there like I guess they what you call like advisors or like
the council. I guess we can call it for now.
Whatever to go and investigate them, because they're like y'all different. What's going on?
Yeah.
Here?
So, in my opinion, just based on seeing it. My man obviously was just a body out there. He wasn't doing nothing. I'm surprised he even got the slashes off based on like the power scaling we're looking at. Everyone has like their special attributes they bring and how they implement in these fights. And so far, he's been just average. He just has knowledge. That's what he's brought to the team, in my opinion, based on what we've seen. But overall, solid. Man. We kind of seen a little bit more of Sagiri. She kind of channeled her powers, I guess we can go.
She's holding herself back. I feel like
it's all mental.
She got them breathing techniques.
Yeah, that I ain't gonna lie. That kind of like,
it's too close.
Still and stuff. And she even breathing the same way that they would do it on Demon Slayer. So I was like,
She did do that move.
Which one?
That breathing technique. And you got bro over here using the Piccolo sacrifice technique. They're out here just stealing it.
So they just taking all the canon events.
And the other girl using Naruto moves like.
So she isn't it? Like,
I mean, yeah, I know she's a ninja.
So Naruto got a monopoly on substitution jutsu. So that's what you're telling me.
Yes. Well, you want me to not in a way.
I mean, I don't think that's the case.
All ninjas, they have substitution jutsu though.
Yeah.
You can't just base it just on Naruto. You being too biased on that one right there.
What other ninjas you know? Oh yeah, all right.
Raza from One Piece.
Who?
It's a ninja in One Piece. He does do that same.
I ain't never seen
technique.
him drop no.
I don't know if he calls it the same thing, but all ninjas have basically substitute jutsu, whether they call it that or they have that technique in general. So I'm sorry for it not being a Naruto exclusive.
That was a Naruto exclusive.
Nah.
Nah, but on the episode, I just feel like Senta shouldn't have died just yet. Even though he was kind of useless. I don't
Bro
think he
wasn't
shouldn't have died.
useless. The sacrifice is everything. Without that Piccolo move he did,
All he
They
did was
didn't do
hurt-
anything.
huh?
He held him for a second. He said, like,
That's all he needed. That girl was his
It
weakness.
ain't over.
It should have been over. She didn't finish the job. That's the problem. They thought because he wasn't
You
moving
really
no
thought
more.
He died?
Huh?
You really thought he died?
I'm saying she could have killed him.
no, like, even when Gabimaru fought the other dude, he went out, he, like, pretty much knocked his ass out or whatever. And he came back into that,
Flower, essentially.
Yeah, flower, essentially. Whatever the hell. They don't
But also
even know what it's called yet.
But also he wasn't using Tao all the way like he should have been. And then on top of that, he's not that guy's weakness. He said everybody has their own like person they're compatible with.
But even though we can say, okay, there's a obviously some type of damage Sagiri does with her sword, and it's effective against him, doesn't mean it's so effective that that's the kill factor, you know?
I think
What I'm saying is they should have just left. They sitting
They
there
did.
chilling
It was
next to the
bullshit.
body.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like
Ain't no one monitoring the body.
Yes.
Everybody looking at gold statues. They're over here having friendly chats like the war is
as soon as
won.
they immobilized him like that, they should have just got up out of there.
But like Sagiri, she was tired though. She never used that type of. I'm pretty sure she knew about it, but she never used it before. That breathing technique. So
So you trying to tell me they can't walk?
she can walk, but you.
Hey, man, I will give it-
Out blood.
She
like,
might be exhausted. I
You
mean,
gonna
she
take a
did
little
throw up
bit.
blood.
She exhausted. The other two wasn't not that exhausted. They could carry her or help her walk something.
Senta was exhausted. He be getting tired just from walking.
I will say they at least should have been watching the body. Like, I don't know. It's obviously otherworldly things going on. So to expect just because it seemed like fatal damage, they shouldn't have stopped or just let their guard down.
Yeah,
That
because
ultimately
who
cost.
says another one just can't pull right up right
This
now?
is true. But then we had once even after he, I guess we can call it his next form, final form, if you will, we had our blind master Sensei pull up on the scene and kind of save the day before they all got work because they're like, man, we gotta fight this. It's a wrap. This is where the journey ends. Nice cutscene. I had a feeling that he was gonna pop up, but
I didn't think he was gonna pop up that quick. Yeah, because they was still the farthest away from everybody.
true because they went deeper into the
Cause they was still like, you got the ocean part and you got the forest. They was still like somewhat towards the beginning of the forest.
Yeah.
And they took them up like everybody else a minute before they got over there. Besides the two brothers, it took everybody else like Gabimaru and his crew. It took them a minute to get to where they was at.
just a convenient anime. I mean,
Shows how
the
strong
one
he
thing
is.
I will say, at least this character though has like, I guess we can say otherworldly senses. He kind of senses Tao already, so maybe he could have found that faster than other people because he can sense it better than other
Yeah.
people.
Because when he was fighting,
The other, I forgot. See, go ahead. I'll
Tenzin?
throw a picture up.
no,
Yeah,
he wasn't fighting. Yeah, he did fight attention.
Yeah, I was about to say he was fighting
the one
first.
Gabimaru fought. Like he was like someone sensing, even though he was blind. He said like I sense a presence from him.
yeah. So I'm thinking he had that kind of factor that Tanjiro, he can kind of smell a demon type thing. He can sense that aura, and it got him to that place fast. It's the only thing I can think of. We still haven't seen the young girl,
May.
not that one, the other one, the one that's with him. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know you.
See, you got that list. That's why I don't. Ultimately, don't matter. We need to get like a list of names when we do these
Not
things.
part of that list.
I
to
don't know.
keep
I
Well,
think she might be something. She got a reason to fight. They killed her little.
yeah,
future
love
husband.
interest. Yeah.
Ain't know each other that long.
I mean, when you go through life or death situations, sometimes it can change things. You know,
Not changing it that quick.
if you're on a survival island, you know, and you're around someone that long, and you go through those
That long?
extremes. I mean,
They only
even
been there, like-
let's just say it's only been 3 days on a survival island where multiple times it could have died. Things can change
Plus,
rapidly.
he saved her life. So like they got that's that what it's called?
So 3 days
The
make you
heroes.
fall.
I'm just saying, when you go through the extreme
All right, hold on.
situations.
So would you do it? That's what I'm saying.
What I do? What? Marry her?
So if a girl just saved your life in a 3 day song span, you just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry you when we get back.
That's so first of all, you're reversing the roles. I might not necessarily marry her, but obviously I'll talk to her. You know what I'm saying? We'll see about the whole marry. The situation's a little bit different when it comes from the genders. Look, let's not. You being extra right now.
Oh, I'm being extra.
Because you flipped the whole script. At least you could have been like, if I was in his position as the guy who saved her. You just said if she saved me.
All right, well, if you save her, you gonna marry her?
He didn't even say he was gonna marry her. He liked her.
He was more shocked that she was a woman.
Yeah.
Instead of a man.
Which is even worse.
It's worse that he didn't know she was a woman.
Yeah, and they're talking about marriage.
And she didn't. That was after he found out he was a woman. As soon as she said like she was married, he already knew she was a girl at that point. It wasn't like he thought it was a dude at that moment.
The whole time he thought that was a man, so that means she ain't that bad.
This is why you need to watch this other anime I tried to tell you on Hulu. It's called I sent it to you. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's some interesting things. Yeah. Have you look at it?
I'm watching Eminence in the Shadow right now.
So it's a solid one. Yeah, you need to check out that one.
I don't know. I never started.
Oh, I thought you did start that. Didn't I send it to you?
I ain't have what I needed to it.
Let's not talk about what we send him, man. Y'all done sent him so many animes, and they be
watching
it.
I watch.
Barely, like, took you a year to watch one of them.
To your eternity?
Still ain't finishing.
It was boring.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That first 2 episodes,
it's slow.
That's what I'm saying. It take a while to get into.
It's good, but you already crushed the first season.
I like slow paced anime, but that one.
Don't watch Vinland Saga season 2.
That was live.
That's live.
I was already invested.
To Your Eternity is slow, but Vinland Saga season 2 is live.
They still have fighting in there.
Oh my god, there's fighting in To Your Eternity.
He wouldn't have been talking yet.
And that's when it's good. You see the progression. You always talk about story this, story that. It has good story. Sorry, man. We'll continue. We're getting off track here. So, yeah, Hell's Paradise, another good episode. We're gonna have like one more episode before they wrap up the season. Obviously, we're gonna have this final fight with this Tenzin. Again, cliffhanger. I think there's a high likelihood we're not gonna get a second season, even though it's a solid show, good action. I don't know. Just something in my gut tells me it's just we're gonna just get let off.
A lot of anime that's come with a big impact like that, they always it always happened to the person or something like that. It's just like with God of High School. It was a pretty good season.
Yeah.
Even though it was very fast paced.
Yeah, towards the last 3 episodes, it was just like moving.
But
I can see another season.
I'm not saying it can't happen. I just said I feel like it's doubtful.
But how popular it is,
people want to see
it could be another season.
But it
might take a minute.
Yeah, okay. It might take a couple years or something. We'll see. I mean, I obviously I hope they do drop another episode.
People want to see what happened to the wife, all that.
I mean, people want to know what happened on the Roku 6 Braves, Flowers of 6 Braves. Man, they just let that go. That was a great.
It wasn't as popular as Hell's Paradise.
It didn't also have as much like push behind it either.
Yeah.
It wasn't advertised, and it's pretty good. That was actually I would say it's one of the better like single season animes, above average for sure.
It was pretty good from what I've seen so far.
It's a lot of twists and turns. Like you cannot see the direction they're going. It's not really that as readable. Don't make that face like you already knew. What you got to say?
Nah.
As I was making that statement, you was like, I don't know.
No, I was saying yeah.
Okay, making sure. But yeah, Hell's Paradise, solid for sure. But let's get into our guest. Let's start it off, man. What's like top 3, top 5? Your personal. It doesn't have to be what you think is the top for everybody, but what's your top 5 anime?
My top 5, I say Dragon Ball Z because that was one of the first animes I watched.
Okay.
I like Bleach because it's kind of loud to me, just the way they fight with the swords and all that stuff, and like their powers. It's very interesting.
A nice world. Have you watched 1,000 Year Blood War? Obviously.
Yes, I watched that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And that's how I try to tell AD, and he's obviously watching, man. Like, I try to tell a lot of my friends who may have not watched Bleach. Like, Bleach was solid on its own, like it was good. But I think Thousand Year Blood War, it being so much mature, people are dying, people are getting, like, when they get slashed, limbs is coming off. Versus back then, you see a big gash in somebody, they just blood splattering everywhere, but they just got a singular cut and they can keep moving. So I like the fact that it just took it to a little bit more darker, more serious adult situation or world. It just makes it, for me, like 5 times better. But it is a GOAT anime
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
they're getting straight to the point. Like,
Yeah.
not a whole lot of fillers, not a lot of goofiness to it. It's getting straight to the point.
Straight action, yeah.
So
Continue.
Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, One Piece. I put Naruto in there. I put Naruto in there. And I don't really got a fifth one.
All the shows out there, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Hunter x Hunter,
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
I would say Hunter x Hunter. Cause I like
I don't know. This man, I don't know why he making that face either. He be tripping.
I like the development of their power. I like Attack on Titan. It's good, but it's my top 5, man.
Yeah, it's his top 5.
I know.
I just like character building. Even though Attack on Titan has a lot of character building in it, I just like the development of their powers and how they get them and all that stuff.
Why you making that face, man?
Attack on Titan ain't had no character.
You didn't say that.
I just said it did.
Oh.
But I like the Hunter x Hunters better.
So you can't appreciate his answer on the evolution of, all the people in there that take their powers to the next level that you get to see.
Everybody takes their powers to the next level.
Yeah, but that's what he likes about it. He likes the way they do it.
You can't really say Attack on Titan they necessarily took their powers to the next level because not everybody had powers. It was only Eren
and not everybody developed in there. Leodio, what did he do besides that one uppercut?
But
Nothing.
we don't
What
get
did
you don't get this.
Leorio wasn't really trying to.
What
have
did
no power.
Kurapika do besides just have the Scarlet Eyes? He had that since the beginning, so he really didn't develop at all either.
Well, you see that in the if they ever animate, it's supposed to happen in the next arc. It's supposed to be focused on him. And you see
We're
the.
not talking about the next arc. We're talking about now. We're talking about the anime now. We're not talking about mangas. We're not talking about none of that.
If you're gonna pick 2 characters, you can pick 3 other ones.
wasn't done.
Go ahead, man.
Gone. All he did was the rock paper scissors the whole time.
But he developed his
Yeah,
power.
but you
though.
act like he ain't developed it. He didn't have that before.
All he did was increase the power to it. It is not.
He never had it to begin with. He had to train and learn it though.
He trained that one arc and that was it. He did not train nothing else after
What
that.
else you got?
He
man?
trained that one time
He
in the
still
mountains.
developed that power to what it is.
The only one you can actually say really developed some stuff is Killer.
But Kilo been trained since he was practically a
Exactly,
baby.
and
Though.
he's still been developing. Literally throughout the whole show, he's been developing.
He got good character development. I can say that.
Yes, him. But that's it.
He tripping. If
Wow.
you saying gone that didn't develop, like just because you only see
He
that.
developed. He transformed. That I would not count that as development because we don't
Nah.
even know if he could do that really like that. Like that was just a rage mode. And he just gave his all on it. That's it.
Like, that was tough too.
That's a stretch.
I don't know. I think you're being very critical over some minor details just because it ain't what you want it to be developed to.
I'm
You
just
want them
saying.
to develop like Naruto. That's
I know, but here's
What
a
do you mean?
like I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Naruto. I like the way they develop in there too. But
you can't even
kinda-
compare. You got 12 seasons of a show versus 152 episodes. It's only
What is that? Yeah.
nah, his fault.
Either way,
Who are you
the whole
talking
point of Hunter x Hunter, the story was to find his dad. You barely even seen the dad until the end. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
You ain't see Naruto become the Hokage until the end.
He's 16 right now. What do you want me to like?
Now it's an age factor. Was it?
Yes. What do you mean? He could just become a Hokage at 16, bro.
Okay,
Still in
and
school and
you
everything.
expect going? He's probably like 12. I know he's younger than a
He didn't
teenager.
even have a clue to even start looking for his dad until he found Greed Island. He didn't even know his dad made it until he got in the game and they seen his dad's friends and tell him like, oh, that's who he made the game for.
Now what? What you got to say now? Now you thinking, look,
I'm
you-
getting jumped over here. I need help.
You know that.
You need help because your arguments is weak right now. So you
No,
you
it
reach
ain't not weak.
It is weak. I just thought you gave me an example. You said he ain't find his dad to the end of the show. That's 150 episodes. Okay, Naruto ain't become Hokage until almost 1,000 episodes
He
later.
didn't even.
We'll never talk about him just becoming a Hokage,
He didn't even
though. This-
officially become a Hokage. Damn, I can't say his name.
Ooh, hey, look, get it out.
Kanahamaru became Hokage because he was knocked out asleep.
What?
You didn't see that episode?
Naruto still became Hokage. What are you talking about?
Because Kanahamaru was in his place.
Man, it's the 7th Hokage. Like, what are you saying?
Technically, Kanahamaru is because he was there doing the ceremony, not Naruto.
Bro, he still became
I know
a Hokage.
he still became Hokage. I'm being technical with it because he wasn't there.
The point is, he ain't. The whole point of the show.
Nobody
The
said
whole point of the show is him to become Hokage. He ain't become Hokage until the very end.
no. The whole point of the show is his goal to becoming Hokage.
Okay, and he didn't get there to the
He
end.
was still getting there inch by inch every episode.
Okay, you see, go and get closer to his father inch by inch. He found out he was at Greed Island. He
Man,
already
I
got
ain't
there.
trying.
He was too late. He already left Greed Island. Then he sees him at the I
He
don't
wasn't
know.
even in Greed Island like that. He just made the game. He wasn't basically
He was in there at one point though.
when he made the game.
What's that got to do with anything? Just because
Man,
he made
whatever.
it? See,
We
like
don't see that man
your
fight.
argument is just falling
We don't
apart.
see that man fight. We don't see him do anything in the show besides pull up to the thing with some strategy and then leave again.
That's it.
That's it.
That's great. All right, we're gonna keep going because 80 ain't gonna let this go.
I'm not
took
putting
the
Attack
L.
on Titan over. I'm not putting Attack on Titan over.
Hey, I mean, you might not do that, but this is his top 5. You being extra critical, man. You act like that man said some 100 like Hunter x Hunter is. Let me ask this question: is Hunter x Hunter a viable top 5? Can it be a viable top 5?
Yeah.
All right then. So that should be quell anything you got to say right now. You act like he said some bullshit.
Yeah, like
It was.
SAO or something.
Once you put it over Attack
Ooh.
on Titan.
So Sword Art Online is strong. I mean,
I don't
listen,
know.
the first season really good.
Yeah.
Second season trash.
They
The fairy stuff was not as good as the first season.
The second season was Gun Gale, right?
Yeah.
No. First season is when they break out. Second season is the fairy. Technically, that's the second season. Third season is Gun Gale.
Second season is Gun Gale.
No, second season gonna get because that's how it started.
All that was together on the first season.
You know what? We're getting
I
super
see what you're
technical,
talking about, but
in Crunchyroll has it divided. But I'll say it. The fairy tale core was trash. Gun Gale was solid. Then
Civilization.
Elysiation was really good. And then War Under the Underworld after that was even better. It kind of captured that you gotta do this or we ain't gonna make it type vibe. And it's hard to do because that's how the first season was built on that.
I don't know if it was that good.
It was solid. I mean, I
I'm
would
talking
say
about
it's
that.
arguable
just-
top
that
five.
Lisa's
the
Lisaization,
first season was just too top notch. That
Yeah, he
it was
couldn't
kinda-
reach it. Yeah. They didn't get close to that until they got to Elysiation.
That
Everything
man
else,
was in a wheelchair the whole time.
the War of the Underworld, he's not, he gets out of the. Sorry,
I'm talking about the Elysiation.
I'm talking about that's the
But
continuation.
Bro is
I like
paralyzed.
how he was in the wheelchair most of the time because he gave other people an opportunity to shine, even though he ended
We're
up coming
not
at the
worried
end.
about that. Forget them other people. This show's about him
And it was about him.
in a wheelchair, not doing nothing.
Did you watch it all?
Yes, I seen
You
it
know
all.
he gets out the wheelchair, so what are we talking about?
Yes, and then come into a guard form. Like, get out of here with that. The reach.
He was already basically the strongest character in everything. So why wouldn't he be able to ascend again?
I forgot you love those OP people. That's your problem.
It's not that I love the OP people. I'm just seeing it as what it is.
Nah, you love the OP. Gotta be Maharu.
Just because I said he's OP doesn't mean I love him. He is a good character though. Well, what's your favorite characters? What's a name of a non-OP character that you like?
Itachi.
You don't think he's OP?
Nah, the sickness guys.
He was taking people's jutsus and fighting them like full on with the same power, like they're equal level.
He got nerfed,
talking
so he's
about-
not OP.
You talk about training. This man don't train. He just used your
If he
technique
got-
and it's equal.
If he got nerfed, he's not OP.
My man, we just talked about my man got nerfed to a wheelchair. What are you talking about?
No, he didn't. He came out as a god after that. He didn't like
He
actually
was
die.
nerfed. He was drooling. He was nerfed.
Itachi actually died. Like, what do you mean?
I mean, shit, he might as well have died. He had no conscience. He was just mumbling.
Then you come back even stronger?
Hey, man, he was fighting in his mind the whole time.
No, what kind of training is that? Like, no. You're not doing that.
See,
You know what kind of training? That's what Gohan and Krillin did on their way to Namek.
You see how that turned out?
Oh, man.
That was something different. They wasn't ready for that.
I was like, didn't he die? You get mean.
All right, so let's go on to the next segment. So, we know one of your favorite anime is One Piece. Now, I'll speak for myself. But you already have an idea of how AD feels about One Piece. Now, this is how I look at One Piece. Not everyone, a lot of people say it's GOAT, top, peak anime, all this and that. In my opinion, just watching the anime, not reading manga, has its very great moments. It's really good at some parts, but in the anime is way too drawn out for majority of it. So like you'll have a really good episode and then it's just like so much fluff in between. It just makes you, it drags on too long and it kind of kills the vibe of the great moments. So I'll give it.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem with it. Like, yeah, I love anime. It has a good ass fights. Sorry for cussing.
No, you're good. You can go.
It has good fights and all that, but then after that, it be a long. It feel like fillers, even though it's still it's canon part of the stuff. It feel like fillers.
Wait, he's lying.
This man said good fights. Are you serious?
It has some. Listen, it has some good fights. I'll give it that. It has some
Good moments.
It has good moments.
I say good fights like as a whole. If they wouldn't drag them out so much.
It's not about them dragging it out. It's like they're not even like fighting to me. These mans are just like
throwing abilities at each other.
Yes, that's it. Like
I can see that argument, but it has its own appeal. I would say just because you're not seeing actual like hand-to-hand combat. Someone brought this up at one of the conventions.
that's why it's not as good fight.
It might not be as good as fight to you.
I might as well read the manga if I want to see them take turns doing specials. I want to see the dodges.
Some people want to see it animated.
Huh?
Some people want to see it animated.
All right.
Look, I hear your argument that.
So what about when Luffy and Lucy was fighting? When they were just throwing hands at each other. That wasn't no specials.
Second gear. That's what you're talking about. When he started doing Gum Gatlin the whole time. That's what you're talking about. All right.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you got me on now.
But that's kind of just my complaints with One Piece. I'm glad to hear you being a One Piece fan. You hold it high in high regard. You at least can identify.
I hold it in high
things.
regard because like that was an anime I discovered when I was going through a health issue. So I was just watching that. That was one of the first animes I watched besides
Dragon Ball
Z, Bleach, and all that stuff growing up, and then you watching all that stuff.
There it is. Now we're talking.
But that was one of the first animes I actually just discovered myself besides watching with family, my cousins, and all that stuff. So that's why I kind of hold it as good anime to me because it was already so far deep into it. So I'm watching from episode 1 all the way to like maybe 400, 500, 600 maybe, I think.
Okay. So let me ask you this, AD, is this the cousin that got you in the anime?
No.
Okay. Of course not. Damn.
It was say it like that.
Shit. My bad for offending you by asking the question, but I was just curious. So next question would be like, what was the first? I think I know the answer because you kind of talked about it. What's the first, your Paul's first taste of anime? Like, what introduced you to anime?
It was my cousin and them.
Remember what show it was?
Might have been Any Show or Bleach, one of the two. Cause at home I had a bedtime, so I couldn't stay up and watch Adult Swim.
Yeah.
But only time I got to do that when I was with them.
Yeah.
And they didn't care about bedtimes.
They're free spirits over there at AD's household. That's what's up. Yeah, I was just curious because a lot of people, myself, first exposure to anime is all different. The first time I actually watched stuff on my own was probably like many others, Adult Swim. You had the old school Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, stuff like that. But my uncle
Never watched.
put me on anime a long time ago.
Neither one of those.
Classic, man. You don't have good taste yet, man.
Case closed. Crazy.
Case closed. I haven't actually watched, so I ain't gonna speak on it. But
I haven't either, because Crunchyroll don't got all the episodes on there, so I haven't been able to watch it.
They don't?
No, it started off at like 100 something, 200 something, I think.
Oh, they don't start from the beginning?
No.
I ain't watching. If you like that, you probably like Lupin the Third. Nah, I'm not saying, and I'm not gonna advocate for the old shit. There's like different seasons. He wears different colored jackets, but season it's called, I don't know what they call it, but season like 4 and up is more modern, but it's still really good. But you probably never watch it. I ain't even gonna put that on your plate. You barely watch the shit I tell you to watch.
That's a lot of anime I put on this plate. He still ain't watch it.
Like what? Name 3.
Haikyuu, Hitman Reborn.
I watched Reborn.
You watched what?
I watched part of Reborn. It just got boring after a while, but I watched it.
You watched it till episode 7 twice.
No, I got past episode 7. What do you mean? I got a little bit into it. What do you mean? And then One Piece was another one, and I watched all the way 1,000 on that one.
Nah, not the first time.
Yeah, not the first time, but I got to it though, right?
Eventually.
All right, now
what
else?
Somebody else convincing. Then you end up liking it a little bit.
I wouldn't say liking it.
You wasn't.
I wouldn't say liking it.
Ain't Zoro your favorite character though?
Zoro? No, you talking about all the reaches that they do in the anime? That's all. I watched it so I can talk down on it. I needed information to show how much they be reaching. I can't argue it if I haven't seen it.
I ain't gonna lie though, that's the same reason why I watched it. I didn't want to talk shit about it and not watch it. But I won't say it's terrible. I just don't think it's as good as everyone else.
I just think they be reaching. Since you brung up the Luffy and the Lucy fight. So when Usopp got hit with that grenade off that building, why this man ain't die?
It's anime, man.
Oh, now it's anime. See, humans don't die in that show. That's also a reason. Pirates can't swim. Humans can't die.
People die in that show at all. If you think about it, I think it's what two significant deaths in the show thus far. It's Ace and
one of them shouldn't even happen.
What on Ace?
Yes.
It needed to have a character.
Bro is made of fire and got hit by lava and died.
Are you serious? Lava. It was hockey with it too.
He still made of fire, bro. That man literally can turn into flames. Just like the way Smoker can get away from whatever his name is.
Didn't he have the sea stone collar on though, or the shackles? That's why he couldn't use his powers. I thought.
What do you mean?
He had the special. They got the special like
use his
iron.
powers.
Yeah, he had. No, that was Marco that had it on him. I don't think Ace had him on at the time.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think
He better not have him on because he got in front of Luffy.
I don't think Ace didn't know about hockey yet right then and there, like the lieutenants and all them would.
He was just strong. His powers just strong enough to keep him around their level, I guess.
Yeah, I think like when he hit him, like his hand was like covered in hockey, and he was using his power at the same time.
Yeah.
So that.
I will say though, they use his death as plot or to develop Luffy, which is not necessarily bad, but I will say that's probably my favorite character. They offed early on. And
Exactly.
That was one of the tougher.
That's the only thing keeping me in the show, basically.
Damn. I think Zoro's all right. Like
they reach for him too.
They do.
That man picked up a building. A building. Come on now, like what are we doing?
Man, all you do is train, bro.
Don't matter. You're not picking up no building. I don't even know how many stories that was, but you're not picking up no whole building.
Nah, One Piece again, solid. It has its moments. Like the only thing I hated, like on their most recent arc with Kaido, is obviously you're caught up with the anime, right?
No, I'm waiting till
Year 5. But how far did you get to?
I think 1054.
Did you see the scene where like the 7 samurai confront Kaido on the rooftop?
Yeah.
Okay, and they got worked, right? So like that moment, right?
Work is the understatement.
That was a great moment. I really liked that whole scene. You know, Luffy pulls up with Law. They're like, it's a grave scene. Everyone's kind of worked. But then everyone survives at that moment. And it's just like, why not just kill him off there? It was a good moment to like in their the scene. Like it was really good, and then they get brought back and everything else happens. But I was like that. For me, it ruined a really good scene. There's a lot of gravity to that moment because in our minds we think they're all dead at that point. Just to come back and get worked in lesser means. The situations like that what holds me back from saying One Piece is like peak, but it definitely has those moments where I was like, oh, that was tough. And then like when they're fighting, they're running through the castle and everything's black and white. That was another tough scene, and it got a little graphic because you see the guy with the guns. He shoots someone in the head. You see the bullet hole in the head, and you really don't see that in anime, especially something like One Piece, which is
like
shown in
this arc, like they actually showing some stuff.
Yeah, so it has its moments, but that's just my personal complaints. They don't have moments either.
I say it got moments.
Hey,
few moments.
But yeah, that's why we really wanted to get you on to hear speak your piece and defend the one piece because
like I agree with y'all. Yeah, it's a stretch. Like I don't like how long they dragging out the fights. That's a little bit too extra for me. Like they fighting like for like 5-10 minutes, but it's like 20 episodes.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's what I try to tell my friends. So it's like I understand. Like on one hand, they got a balance because it's a weekly anime and they basically don't take breaks except for like special occasions, Christmas or New Year's. So I understand you have to kind of drag it out sometimes, but man, the way they drag it out is so annoying because you'll see Luffy or X character fighting random mob characters. It's like I'm watching Dynasty Warriors anime style on my screen, man, just working nobodies, or they're running to some journey. Like at one, like I know the fucking castle's huge, but you just see them running for days like it's a big ass maze. It's like how much ground did they got to cover to get to the next section? It's like I've been seeing the same like 3 or 6 story hallway with houses and just like and there's like levels of this shit. It's like, man. But I understand like everything's happening at once and they're giving you different perspectives on the timeline. They just if they could condense it, like if they got rid of all the bullshit fluff, this would be a one of the best. Like easily I could say it'd be in the top 5 for me if they could do that. But since they have the fluff, that's what makes it bad now. And people say, well, Naruto did it too during like right before or after the war, huh? Bitch.
Relax.
There was like a whole.
You can't say nothing about.
I know.
I mean, about Naruto.
No, you cannot.
Listen, I like Naruto. I grew up watching Naruto. It's a dope anime, one of my favorites. But I can see its flaws too. You had basically a year of filler during the Great Ninja War before I think it really started. Somewhere in the middle, there's like basically a whole year of filler.
Which part?
I don't know the episodes, but during the Ninja War, like I think before it really started, they went on like a filler run. They had like a whole arc where Naruto went and seen a timeline where his dad and mom survived and he's like the villain. You don't remember that? There's a lot of episodes. I don't know them off the top of my head, but there's a whole year's worth basically of filler. But I prefer when they do stuff like that because I know it's filler. And so when I come back, it's just this anime versus you have all that fluff in between. Because old One Piece, man, intro. There's the intro to what One Piece is. There's the intro to the show. And then it's like 5 minutes gone before you see content.
The recap.
Exactly.
That's what I was doing
10 minutes be gone.
Just Rosa arc. I ain't gonna lie, the Just Rosa arc, the opening,
yeah.
I like that opening. That's one of my favorite openings from One Piece. But then the recap took like another 3-4 minutes. I'm like, dog, by the time, like, when I got on an arc, I'm like, damn, I'm getting through these episodes pretty quick. I'm like, what's going on? Then I actually looked at the time the whole time, like, damn, all that time
10 minutes
doing a recap, and I only got like 15 minutes of episode.
Yeah, that's what it just makes it. And so this is how I consume One Piece is I let it build up and I fucking just like kind of what you're doing. I know you're waiting for Gear 5, but I just let it build up and I watch episodes.
I'm waiting until like probably after.
A little bit after so you can see the conclusion. You don't want to wait. Yeah, same. And then One Piece be stretching shit out. Pause. So I just like skip ahead and because I went.
Plus I wait a day after to watch it So because I don't want to deal with the site crashing, like when Ultra Instinct came out,
Uh-huh.
the whole site crashed. Just recently when the new Demon Slayer came out, Crunchyroll crashed.
Yeah.
Like, so I just wait a day or two after to watch it.
You wouldn't know because you over there bootlegging.
What do you mean?
No.
We're using his control.
you using my control.
Hey, look, it ain't crash for me. Yeah.
Nah, and I remember back in the day, like early Attack on Titan, the site was not reliable and it used to crash a lot. But I didn't run into it because I didn't watch that last Demon Slayer episode until like a day later. So, but yeah, it's what happens.
Yeah, when Ultra Instinct came out, I was trying to watch it that night when it came on. Couldn't even get to it. I couldn't even log. I logged in, but as soon as I clicked on it, oops, we're having problems. I was gonna try again. Like,
and then you don't go to Twitter. It's over. You're gonna see clips, highlights, reaction videos, and you ain't even seen shit.
that's why TikTok's so dangerous because you don't know what you're gonna see next.
I try to stay out because I done caught a few spoilers in my life. I don't read.
You go look for spoilers too sometimes.
Huh?
I said you be looking for spoilers too sometimes.
Not really.
Like, the thing that be getting me, I just be scrolling on TikTok and these theories that people come up with One Piece. I be getting caught up with them and end up seeing a spoiler and stuff. I'm like, damn, I done seen something I ain't seen yet.
Yeah, it's dangerous online and all the social medias because you don't know what someone's gonna do to you. Shit, my little brother is kind of devious, man. One time he literally spoiled, I don't know which anime show, but he said everything to his friends and ruined it. I was like, man, what kind of person are you to do something like that? That's evil.
I done that to him a couple times. It be on accident though. He just be talking. He be like, hold up, I ain't watched that yet. I'm like, damn, my bad.
Hey, it was different. At least you did on accident. My brother did. He full intent on ruining the show for some of his friends, and I was just like, damn, that's cold. But continuing on, what's some of the animes you're looking forward to coming up this upcoming season, man? What's like on your radar that you're gonna be tuning into?
Ready for Jujutsu Kaisen to come back out.
Okay.
Ready for Bleach to come back out. That should be coming out next month, I think.
Yeah. Or yeah. I think it's next week is a lot of the first. It's either next week or the week after. That's first for a lot of.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Bleach because the reason I'm excited for Bleach because
you know some things.
I read the manga. I know everything that's coming. Even though they said they're gonna add some extra fights and all that stuff coming in, but I didn't read everything already. That's when that was like 2 years before 3 years announced that they was gonna come back. I was like, well, that was right when they announced that Bleach is ending or whatever. Like the manga was in, they was done writing the manga. I was like, I'll just go ahead and watch it because ain't no talk about them coming back or none of that. So I just went on ahead and read the manga. 2 years later, Bleach anime's coming back. I'm like, ain't that about it, man?
Yeah.
So I know everything that's coming, and I'm ready to see it animated.
And that's one thing when I was watching Bleach. I was a little bit younger. I didn't even know. I remember reading in comments like past Aizen a lot of it wasn't canon. It was anime original. So I stopped watching it. And then when they announced, 1,000 Year Blood War, I didn't even know that was a thing until the anime was announced. And then I kind of learned about it. But yeah, I'm pumped to see that too because they give us more of what we've seen in the first season is going on. And like some of the revealing factors, and I was talking to AD about this last pod, is like your watch.
Your what?
I didn't put two and two together to figure out like he was with Bleach the whole time. He was Zangetsu. He thought he was Zangetsu the whole time, and he's been with him the whole time. And then he's when you put it two into, he's a Quincy, and it's like that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, I kind of figured something like before I read the manga. I kind of figured like Ichigo was more than just his dad because he's stronger than his dad.
Yeah,
like you gotta have something else in you. Besides, just so pause. Man.
Go ahead.
You gotta have something other than Soul Reaper powers in him. Oh man, maybe lost.
My bad, bro. Just caught me off guard with that one.
Cause you remember when they said like. The hollow wasn't after you, like it was after his mom. No, it really was after him, but his mom seen it too.
Yeah.
So you kind of figure like, his mom has got to be something, especially when he found out his dad was a Soul Reaper.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm assuming the author looked this far ahead and this was always in the story, but I think this what really ties everything up nicely to see all these like different angles come to fruition and intertwine. Because like we've seen Yavash the whole time, and we didn't know until, well, I didn't know until this last season they kind of unveiled. He spoke to Zangetsu at that time, told him like, "I've been with you this whole time, this, that, and the third. And now I'm leaving." So it's like almost like a Karama thing. You had the good side and the bad side, and one was with Ichigo the whole time. So it's like it's I don't know. I guess he's been with him so long and seen him grown up, but at the same time, he knows he's gonna end up fighting him at some point. But yeah, super dope season. I'm really thrilled to see what his new swords are gonna look like in action because it looks pretty dope.
It's something to look forward to.
See, he knows he's a knower. Let's start off. What's one anime that like a lot of people hype that you think is overrated? Naruto.
One Piece.
No,
I imagine said it with the shirt on and
One
everything.
Piece.
no, I can say One Piece, even though that's one of my favorite animes. I can say that hype One Piece up a little bit too much.
If you want to piss off AD, you can say My Hero.
That is not overhyped.
It's really not. It's not as hyped as it should be. Honestly, like it should be. Even though it's a very popular anime, people don't hype it up like, that much. I never really see a lot of people hyping it up like they do One Piece and all that.
I don't even see people cosplay like that. Like,
Seen a few Dekus in my life.
That's all I ever see is Deku. Never really seen
I've
nobody
probably
else.
seen like 2 Deku. I
guess
seen
I
like
seen a
I seen like 1 Hawk and like a few Togas, but that's because girls always rock the schoolgirl outfit type, and it's easy to do.
Yeah.
But that's it.
How they gonna do a Hawk? They did all the feathers and everything.
Yeah, I actually seen somebody do like the full feather fit.
Oh,
At the
that's
last,
live.
you was there too, right? Did you see him?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I gotta start going to these conventions.
I got Anime Matsuri pulling up. Hopefully we'll be there with the panel, but we'll find out about that. But what's one you can think of or that you would want to nominate? Is it One Piece? You're gonna say? I feel like you got a better one than that.
you ain't trying to hurt no feelings. You ain't
Hey,
trying.
man, that's what we do on this pod. We speak the truth.
I wouldn't say Naruto. They don't hype Naruto up too much. I'll say Boruto.
I don't get no hype.
I ain't gonna lie.
When it first came out, people was hyping it up a lot because they was having Sasuke and all them.
But they had it.
They had expectations.
Yeah.
That's why.
I wouldn't say it was hype though.
At the beginning, it was. Cause they're like, oh, there's Naruto and Hinata's son. Like, what is his abilities gonna be? He gotta have some.
It looked promising,
abilities.
definitely based because they showed that.
Everybody started hating on that though. They're
I
like,
think
oh,
the
you're
reason
not
why
supposed to be
they
that
started-
strong.
They started hating on it because all of the fillers. Like, why wouldn't he be that strong? Naruto.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They was all hating because they was like, oh, Boruto shouldn't have been that strong. He shouldn't have took Sasuke's eyes, like everything like that.
That shouldn't happen. Definitely.
He got a whole being inside of him that
Don't
took
matter,
over
man.
his body. It's not just him. That's
he
that
took-
person's
I
power.
don't care. He took a rival, a Hokage level.
That is
character's
Momoshiki's
eye,
power.
His most powerful eye.
It's Momoshiki's power, and he let his guard down. He did not think Boruto was just gonna like.
Fuck
It
all
wasn't
that.
necessarily Boruto. Boruto wasn't in control. when it
Yeah, that's what I'm
happened,
saying. Yeah, that's what
I'm saying.
So he ain't think,
Regardless.
but he ain't expect.
We talking about the Sharingan, the like one of the most powerful abilities in the show, one of the
was
most
busy.
powerful characters in the show, and he gets one of his most vital powers taken away.
He was busy.
though. Yeah, it was a Renegon, right?
Yeah, it's the Renegon he took. But
So I'm just
he was
saying in
busy.
general, like just
Bro, it's
fuck all that.
so somebody just randomly took over his body, my body. Like, while we right next to you, you don't think like you just gonna let your guard down like.
I feel like if you're one of the ninjas on that level, I don't think you could possibly be caught off guard in that sense.
So you want him to have some Peter Parker Spidey sense or
I
something?
feel like the eyes alone, like you can sense the movement.
What anime have you been watching where people don't get snooked?
Saitama, One Punch.
They tried to sneak them, it just don't affect them.
Yeah.
Like, what you
Man,
mean?
snuck over.
Yeah. They be swinging at this man. He just sit
You
there
trying to
like,
rob me?
yeah.
I still don't think
it just
But
happens.
like we just said, even though but here's my point. even though they try to sneak him, and that obviously power scaling side him was like OP, OP, OP. I feel like he shouldn't have been able to take his eye. Period.
Gotta get nerfed like his brother did.
I see that. That's why they had to nerf all the strong characters to give room for the new characters to kind of make waves. But hey, but I will say this though, just because this is kind of the topic of the question. I don't personally think it was ever, overhyped. In my opinion.
I'm saying at the beginning it was overhyped. I don't really say nothing that's out now is overhyped. Like Jujutsu Kaisen is not overhyped because it backs itself up.
I can give you one. Everyone's overhyping Vinland Saga season 2, and I like Vinland.
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know.
Trust me, when you watch one, you're gonna like it. Season 2, definitely change the pace. It has its merits. Totally different. It ain't keeping that level. For me, I watch all kind of anime.
Yeah,
I don't say it's out of overhyped.
Huh? Well, I mean, shit.
I don't really know nobody
people
though.
say it's better than the first season.
Oh, yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I get it. It's a different story. You need season 1 to talk about season 2, but nah, it's not. No. Next question would be: so we talked about overhype. What's in your opinion one of the worst anime? Yeah.
One Piece.
Damn.
That's me.
Yeah, it's the worst anime. Like I don't fuck with One Piece like that, but I don't think it's the worst anime I ever watched.
Well, no, I'm not. I got a worse one. I'm not gonna.
I would say it's Doro. I can't even get past the first.
I'm trying to remember. I know.
No, it got two things with that name though. Like, are you talking about you're not talking about the one with the demons, right? Or the one with like the alligators and stuff like that. Cause they got one where like it's called like Dororo. That one's on like Prime, I think. And that's the one where the dad sacrificed his son to a demon, and then he got to go kill all those demons to get each of his body parts back. That's crazy.
That was just me. Like the animation threw me off. I didn't like the animation of it. And then
Nah, I think we talking about the same one. That's
talking about a different one.
Nah, because that animation on there is kind of fire. So that's why I was like, nah, you can't be talking about that one. You gonna have to look that up. So you gonna have to show me what you talking about.
Go ahead, AD. What's your answer for the question? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
What do you mean?
The worst anime is One Piece for you? Seriously though, is One Piece?
So nothing you
that
watch.
I actually have to like
something you finished is the worst anime
that I finished. I will have to say One Piece. They reach too much on there. I don't like the way they reach on every single thing. Usopp should have been dead. Nami should have been dead. Zoro should have been dead. Like they all should have been dead already. Luffy should have drowned in the beginning.
Not even human no more. Zoro's
before all of that, he should have been dead. Like they like let them reach levels that they shouldn't have been able to reach. Then I don't like the fact that they pirates and can't swim. I don't care about that devil fruit stuff. I don't care about none of that.
That's the.
They shouldn't have made it like that though. Like.
Why not?
They are pirates.
Where great power comes.
And you sit on top of on top of the water most of your like the whole series, like your own water.
Just don't get in the motherfucker.
And they have like Luffy was too stupid. He goofy.
I ain't gonna lie.
He biting people.
Goku bite people. What you mean?
That was a few times. Anyways. Usopp, he's human. Should have been dead. He's beating people with a freaking slingshot. Come on now. Nami using a fake wand. Like what? Like no. Like that shouldn't happen. How's she controlling the weather with a wand? Before all of that, she beat that one Blade girl on the street, like the one who had that devil fruit. There's no way Nami should have won that with no fighting skills at all. There's no way. No possible way. Zoro shouldn't have been able to pick up that building. He should have lost to that guy in the beginning. Was that Swords or whatever the one he picked up the building that he was fighting? That's what I'm saying. Like they reached way too heavy on that show for me. So. Now if we talking about anime that I couldn't even get into, then I wouldn't say that was the worst. I'd say it'd probably be like Banana Fish because don't watch it. I promise you, do not watch it. It was
Never
sus from the
heard of that.
beginning. It's sus.
Why'd
Like
you watch it?
it's one of my friends' favorite, and she was like, "Oh, it's such a good storyline." So I was like, "I guess I give it a try." And then I was like, "I don't know. I think it is on there. I don't know. Like I said, I turned it off." It's an anime about two
Oh,
guys and they
man.
like in love and stuff. So I was
Nah, it's
like,
watching
exactly.
boy love stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like. I don't
It's one of
too
them
much-
boy
I
love
don't
things. Yeah.
go in that drama of like anime. Not
Look, I didn't know when I looked it up. Look,
That was AD's favorite.
nah, cut that out.
So what's the one anime you'd say is that not a lot of people's watch that you would recommend, like as a sleeper?
been watching a whole lot of random animes lately. It's just like I don't know. Like lately, I've just been on like reincarnation type stuff ever since he told me about it.
Isekais or something?
Yeah, Isekai. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't think of the name. I've been into that a lot lately.
Well, so what's one you watching recently then? Or that he put you on? Slime?
Yeah, I done watched that about 5 times in the past
Ooh.
year.
That's long.
God damn. So what would you think about that movie?
They could have done better.
Like-
It was good, but they could have done a
Good?
little bit better.
That was revivals for everybody, man. No one dies.
He been bringing people back to life.
But like
When he brought back like what 100 and something
he
people.
brought back a village. I'll give you that. But what I don't like is one dude got a girl sacrificed her life to bring back the dude. Then she got back to life too. It's like, what's the point of there's no point of dying in this show. Like I get it, and you're in that scene. At least they like made sense of it. They had like that dome. Their souls were there. They're able to bring it back. The movie, I was like, nah.
Yeah, I could say they could have at least let one person stay dead.
She should have died.
Cause
Yeah, I can see her dying.
like
I like the fact he had his
it kind
brother
of takes away the sentiment.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. There's nothing on the table. It's just happening. Nothing matters at that point. And there's no life or death, in my opinion.
That's like
It was for a
that's
short time. I said it was for a short time. For a few seconds.
But I do like Slime too. It came a long way. I looked at it. I was just watching because it's like something new, but it got better and better. He's another OP character though.
Can't really think of one that's a sleeper on the top of my head because I've just been watching so many shows just lately.
Well, you think
So you seen Eminem still, right?
I've been seeing
I
it.
haven't watched that yet.
Oh, it ain't really a spoiler. Who you think is more OP? Slime or him?
I think from the clips I think him, cause he hiding his power though.
It's gotta be Slime, because he just gets stronger. He just absorbs other people's powers. We're just talking about scaling them easily.
Yeah, but he can still get hurt in a way.
I mean, just because we haven't seen the other dude get hurt doesn't mean he's gonna beat. Was it Rimuru?
No, I ain't saying they're fighting. I'm just saying like
Which character's more OP in
and-
their show?
yeah.
I still say Slime because he just eats her. He can just get stronger. We haven't seen the other dude do anything other than just being OP. We haven't seen him get challenged, but yeah, I still would say you think it's Shadow.
I mean, because his slime's powers can get cut off. They shown that already. Like, but the girl almost beat him. Like he would have
She
died
had like
by her.
the god. It's been a while. I'm trying to remember. I know
Yeah,
she has
and
like
then-
the heavens or gods.
Yeah,
power.
and then you still got the
But he still got out though. Like,
barely, and you still got the other two demon lords was like
and I
stronger,
thought like
stronger than him also.
obviously I thought it was her powers, but on top of that, someone else did something, right? Because he was trapped
Nah, she put up 2 barriers, like
Yeah,
one so he can't get
okay.
out and one to weaken him.
to weaken him.
Yeah, his magical ability.
And I think during that season, didn't he have another fight after that? And then he absorbed someone? Or no? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while.
In that season,
Yeah. After he fought her. 'Cause he gets away. I know he does acts like he detaches himself from that body or whatever.
He ended up becoming a demon lord after that.
Yeah, I was about to say, he leveled up. I think he'd be able to throw hands at. Listen, I'm just saying. Even though I understand your argument though, because you're saying basically since he was on the brink of death, he was contested. since you have not seen Shadow get contested in that way, you don't feel like he's more OP. Essentially, right? That's your argument.
I feel like he's too OP.
Who, the Shadow? I mean, we haven't. I
The
guess
stuff he doing there is like. Wow.
because I mean, you could say the same thing. Like if we just take the episode count, you didn't really see Rimuru get challenged like that up until that point that I can remember. Was this last? Was it season 3 or 2? I forget. It's been so long since I watched.
I don't even look at it by season. I just look at it by episode.
Well, I mean,
That's how I do too.
Yeah,
how many episodes? It's been like what, 50 plus, right? Or no?
Like,
The first season was like, was it 24? I don't know.
I
It's
just
been a
don't
while.
look at it by season. I just watch
Well,
it.
I'm
Like,
saying, how many episodes is there
like how many episodes?
in total or in Slime?
Like 70.
I don't know. It takes me 2
54?
days to watch it though.
God damn,
like
2 days?
54?
You was burning through them.
Hey, I got 2 days off. 2 days off in a row.
I think it's like 50 or 60 something.
Yeah, so like Shadow's only 24 episodes, so like he like at least 2/3 of the anime he didn't run into the girl, right? It just happened at the last season. If I'm not mistaken, right? When he gets
Talking about Miller?
Rimuru when he's
Yeah, talking
fighting. Yeah.
Oh, that girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
He got into her like towards a little bit after, like a little bit towards the end, like towards the middle.
Yeah, in the middle of the last season, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we'll see. They're supposed to be coming out with season 2, so of Shadow of the Eminence. But let's end that up. To answer your question, I'll go first, and then AD, if you got one, you can throw one out.
All right.
This is one I've told AD to watch. Definitely, y'all should put it on your list. It's on Hulu. It's called Jesus Christ. I just thought about it. I can't think of the name.
Damako?
Huh?
Damako?
That one's good.
Oh.
That one you should definitely watch. But
Summertime.
it's not better than the other one I told you to watch. Jesus fucking Christ.
Summertime?
Yeah, Summertime Rendering.
I did watch it.
You did rendering? Yeah, Summertime
I
Rendering.
did watch it. It's like ReZero.
In the time aspect, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What'd you think? You thought it was good, right? What? It had a lot of good. You don't remember, or are you making that face because you don't think it's good because you tripping?
I mean,
You make that face. He don't think it's good.
Yeah,
to him.
that's what I think.
it's good. I just hate the fact that every main character that can go back in time be trash. I don't like that. Like, I expect them to acquire some type of hands, but
It was just a regular person, like for the most part, right? If I'm
talking
not
about regular people, 'cause I can bring up One Piece again if you want me to. I can bring up a lot of anime with regular people that be doing OP stuff. So I don't want to hear that.
I mean, no need to drag One Piece into the conversation.
All right.
Listen, so what would you just say? It's an all right episode or an all right TV show or what?
I mean, I liked it. I mean,
I think it's a good watch.
I ain't saying it's like bad. I'm just saying like I wouldn't say like it's just like, oh yeah, you need to watch this. Like it's.
I think
super
it's like a good watch, and like most people aren't gonna hear about it.
Oh yeah, well, not many people know about it. I can understand that.
I don't know.
My pick is better.
What's your pick then, man?
It's Tori Noshita, The Outcast. I already told you, both of y'all to watch it. Y'all have
I
to
wanna
watch
watch
it.
Outcast.
And it's fire.
It is good.
Exactly. So
I just
I
want to know
think-
what other season at.
I know I'm still waiting on that season 3.
I think
That's
I
crazy.
still- I
You
think
see that- they be showing that clip. of
They
what's
show
up-
that same clip and I still have
when
not
he-
seen the
when
season.
they
yet.
do piece up everybody that came up on him. I be like, we looking for it. I'm like, where's it?
I keep checking too. I'm like, not here.
that is a good I would say that's one of the better martial arts anime, especially because they're actually doing the hand to hand, like they're drawing everything.
But they want some fighting.
I feel like Summertime Rendering is a better overall story. That the Tori got better action scenes, obviously, but Summertime Rendering has a better story in my opinion. A lot more complex, twists and turns.
They had a story in 2 days.
Huh?
They had a story in 2 days.
What did?
That show.
Are you saying that because of the time lapse?
Exactly. They had a story in 2 days.
That's a lot of information. If that's all the information you get in 2 days, that's a lot. You playing Majora's Mask on anime, watching it.
I just kept going back into
Is it good? Listen, you
No, they actually had a different story though. Like, and they actually go days before he go back in time again. Like,
so because there's more days, it makes it better. of
no,
his
but
time
I'm
in
saying
it?
like each time he went back, like everything has changed. Like, and then he gotta like relive or relearns different stuff that happened, and he don't even remember what happened. At least on Summertime Rendering, he knows what happens when he goes back.
yeah,
this
but
guy has
things
to-
think different
He
things.
has to
happen,
figure out
though.
what kind of life he got now in Tokyo Revenge.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That Tokyo Rich, like them deaths that happen when he come back, I be like, it just left me
Tragic.
shocked.
Yeah,
Like
that's
especially
what
when the
I'm
old
saying.
girl in the car.
Oh, she got crushed. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like
cool.
when that happened, I was like, oh, I was like, because it wasn't expected.
Yeah.
So it just caught you off
Because you
guard.
thought he finally broke the cycle, things are going well, and wham.
Then when his partner got killed too, on that roof, I was like,
Is that when he that's when he offed himself, right? Or I forget. Yeah. Yeah. So
Either way, that's my worst MC right there too. Like, since we're bringing that up, yes, that's the worst MC ever.
Takamichi. Yeah,
Worst MC ever.
he's up there. I don't know if he's the worst. I feel like I have one off the top of my head, but he's up there.
Let me hear it.
I don't remember his name.
It's on top of your head. You don't remember his name? That's crazy. Exactly. You're not gonna find a worse MC than him. I don't care what you say.
Have you seen ReZero?
I started it like when
You couldn't finish it?
Nah, I liked it. It just like at the time I was starting to work. I was working a whole lot of overtime, so I forgot about it.
You say he the worst MC?
Nah, hell no.
Oh,
You tripping.
I was like, huh?
I just changed the subject because I was like,
Oh, you can figure it
I
out.
was worried about fucking trying to prove to you a worst character at that moment. I can't think of the name at this time, but
I was
all
just-
right, I'll come back to you.
I was just trying to see what your worst MC was. You got one?
Not at the top of my head.
I've been thinking about all of this.
This man went in the lab and was cooking it up. You fucking made me forget what I was gonna follow up the question with, man. Goddamn. But yeah, Summertime Rendering, good show. Fuck with AD's hesitation about saying it's a good show. It's a good show. ReZero, like that's probably, and I don't know if you've seen a lot of like when specifically when it comes to like time lapse or timeline animes, when you can do it right, they're really good. And this is one that a lot of people watch, and it took a while to watch. That I don't know if you guys checked out was Steins Gate. Steins Gate? Probably not.
I heard about it, but
That's like one of the
my cousin
most.
told me about that. Already.
It's a like one of the like highly regarded, one of the better time lapse animes, but it's not really action. It's all like drama and suspense type shit. But nah, that's another good one. But I think ReZero is the most. If we call it the term mind fucking one, where he's like going insane. I think that one does the most.
I need to get back on it. I gotta restart it.
He goes through a lot of shit.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Revengers? Nah, he doesn't go.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, I haven't watched that one yet.
You ain't never seen Tokyo Ghoul?
I know it. I know he ain't going through more than what's on Berserk.
I never seen Berserk.
That's
Ain't
That's-
But I heard
that is the
I
peak.
heard what happened to
that's the
him.
peak of fucking fuckery.
I heard what happened to him, but
Wait, you talking about like? Cause I know it's two, like an old version and a newer version of Berserk.
I thought the newer version that's like CGI was kind of after. I didn't know they were redoing the process from what I remember, from what I seen. So I seen the movies. You see the fucked up shit happen, and then I thought the anime picks up kind of afterwards of that.
I haven't watched it, but I know it's like, cause when I went to go look for it, like my cousin, he told me about the version he watched. It was an old version that came out, I think, out in the 90s.
You're right. There's a I didn't watch that. There's an old like anime episode version of it. But then they made movies, and that's the one I seen of that same storyline. And the newest stuff is going to be the CGI that a lot of people don't like because the way it looks. They continue the storyline. But I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened.
how you haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul yet? That's crazy to me.
Hey, we had a whole conversation. You still on that?
Part of it is because, like, I heard the Tokyo was 0 or the second season or whatever is
The third?
not good. Yeah, or third, my bad.
That's
I
their
heard it's
opinion.
trash.
That's their opinion.
But
You should find out for yourself whether you like it or not. Cause I liked it.
I
I didn't have a problem with
I
it.
never said I wasn't gonna watch it. I just said I haven't watched it yet.
You ain't never seen Tokyo Ghoul? What's wrong with you?
Man, I got a lot of stuff on a cake that
You watch all the newer animes that drop, so I don't want to hear that. You got time to watch.
You don't even watch the old classics. I want to hear nothing from you. Have you watched Samurai Champloo? Oh shit!
Exactly.
is on my list
Exactly.
though.
At least he's gonna watch it. You don't even want to give it.
It's on the same list. We got the same list. Like,
Yeah,
what
I
do you-
ain't gonna lie, we got like probably over 100 anime on that list.
so what you mean?
I mean, just because y'all sharing a list don't mean you watched it, everything on it.
I have been.
Mm.
I watched a few. One Piece. I'm getting there. like I said, I watched Summertime Rendering. Now I'm finna move on to the Damico as soon as I finish Eminence. So I'll be good.
I can't wait till you watch that Damigo, because like
I'm starting tomorrow.
there's some shit on
I'm
there.
almost
You're gonna
done
be
with
like, what the fuck? And there's a lot of questions I want to ask you like once you get through there, because it's different, and there's gonna be questions like I'll just wait till you watch it. It's gonna be good entertainment for sure to get your answers. I kind of have a feeling I know what you're gonna say, but just hearing what you're gonna say is gonna be interesting.
You know me.
Now trust me, you're gonna be like, ooh.
He great on a hard scale.
Always. Anyways, who you think got the best anime music? I'm judging hard. I'm judging hard.
So, just to clarify for him, are you saying just intros, actual music in the anime that's in the background?
All around, like. Well, I guess we can break it down. Like we can do
I say
it.
inside the anime, I would say Bleach.
All right, Almost had to disown you for a second. I didn't think you was gonna say Bleach.
Number one.
All right, but what if we talking about like openings and endings or something?
Opening and endings. I like Spy Family.
The first season, or I didn't watch the second.
I haven't watched second. I like the.
I'm trying to remember it exactly.
Second season?
Huh?
Woo.
Nah, cause I'm watching it with my wife. She.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I gotta wait on her. We still ain't finished the first season yet. She'll get mad if I watch it without.
Yeah, my homeboy the same
like,
way.
Oh shit! This will be like, I gotta be surprised. That's crazy.
Homeboy stuck on Black Clover because you know her.
So overall, of all intros and endings, the Spy Family, like that one holds it down.
I say the ending for Spy. I like Spy Family.
I gotta
ending.
listen to it again. All right.
And you watch this.
I don't
like
remember.
the ending.
All right, there it is. That's
I know
what I was waiting to hear. That's exactly what I was waiting to hear.
Hey, that's the
And depending on the season, I like Naruto's opening.
I try listen, and this is
I like the AMVs too.
there's a lot of this is a difficult question because like obviously when you have shows like Naruto, Bleach, I can't say One Piece. I don't like most of the intros. I don't even watch most of the intros, so I ain't even gonna act like I watch it, listen to it. But when you have those long multi-season animes, they have more opportunities because they're gonna have more openings that stick.
Like Bleach, not Bleach. One Piece. Each arc, they get a whole new opening, a whole new song.
So,
but One Piece, the best opening to me was Dressrosa arc. I believe it was Dressrosa arc's opening.
Listen to that after. I have no idea what that opening sequence is.
I don't remember what it was called, but it just stuck in my head. I watched that opening every single episode. Because I like the song too.
What did you say? What were you going with?
What?
The intros, outros, like.
Oh, and you watch it.
Some solid ones, respectable.
Not some solid ones. They all solid.
I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of them. I can go a lot of ways with this answer, but I'm gonna go a little bit different. I like a lot of the intros and outros to Black Clover. There's a lot of good ones.
No, if I would have to say Black Clover, I'd say like they're like during the fights, like it's up there with Bleach.
You talking about the intro, the first season, that song, that guitar?
No, I'm talking about like I'm talking about like inside like with the action, like the fights.
But I'm saying they play like most of the big fights. They played the first intro when they're fighting.
Which one's the first intro? Is that song?
It's the I don't know what it's called. It's the guitar one. It's the I don't know how to really. I thought I would help you with that real quick. Yeah, play really quick because I don't feel like.
Hey, you tried it though. Hey, wasn't it?
I was doing the.
I can show you. I can tell you which one I'm talking about. I got it on my phone.
Let's see. Is this it? No, that's not it. That's not the one.
Nah, that's not it.
That's like season 2 or something.
Yeah, I like that one. I don't know when that beat drop. I like that.
It's that one. This is they do this one most of it. That season.
Yeah, the Zonkyo Sanka.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Oh wait, no, you talking about the hard. Okay.
I was trying to do that.
Yeah. See that one right there when they doing the fight scenes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It turns out but that's like the classic for a lot. That's like the.
They play like the openings during like
critical moments.
the mainly like the thing
And they be
the
turned
last
up.
main fight when they about to getting ready to end.
Yeah.
That's when I usually hear like that opening, the opening.
And it be
'Cause
fire.
they've done that. That's like, I'm not gonna say a tradition, but they've done that in other animes too. But like that happens a lot for that show. But like I said, there's a lot of openings and endings I can rock with on that one. But
Right.
yeah, I would agree with you though. Just like background music, I said the same thing because I brought this question to AD. He said the same thing we all said is Bleach.
Yeah, because Ichigo, he got 2 songs for himself.
Number one and
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, when he pull out the Bankai, that's
hey, it's getting real. But nah, the whole Arrancar arc had its own music and all that shit was
Yeah, I
fire.
ain't gonna like it fit well with the one car.
Yeah, they're able to bring everything to life. Characters, music, everything. It had a Latin culture to it. But nah.
Yeah, I like the way they did that. It was nice.
all right. I got another question. 'Cause I seen this picture. So it said who had the best rescue arc. You got
Best rescue
Oh, the
arc.
one I
wait no.
tagged you.
Yeah. So we got the Sasuke's retrieval arc.
You talking about like when they first go for him in the Shippuden? Or are you talking about
No.
when they're in Naruto
Naruto.
when he's got the curse mark?
Yeah, when he just got that one.
Okay.
You got the Hada raid from My Hero.
The who?
Hada raid. I guess that's the one when they was trying to rescue Bakugo.
Okay.
And then I think so.
I think so.
It might
The
yeah.
hideout raid.
And then you got the Aaron rescue mission.
Yeah,
And-
Attack on Titan.
Yeah. When he get captured.
That wasn't that. I don't feel like it was a really rescue because he didn't get rescued technically. I mean, he kind of just broke out. If I'm not mistaken.
He didn't break out.
I thought he.
He couldn't break out. He was gonna get eight by them Titans if he did.
Oh yeah.
Cause he had them locked up. He had him and the girl locked up in a tree. And if
Yeah.
they got down, they was all gonna get eaten. by them
Oh,
Titans.
I'm thinking of like the last season when he was.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They talking about that.
Okay.
When he first got his power. Then you got the Ennie's lobby. It's probably his favorite.
Nah, I ain't saying
I
that.
know. And then you got the Rukia rescue mission.
I thought it was one more.
That's season
I
one.
don't remember the Yu-Gi-Oh one, so I mean.
Oh yeah,
One of
Yu-Gi-Oh
the-
one.
yeah.
I don't remember that one.
The
either.
Rookie mission is season 2 or whatever, like the beginning of Bleach. I'm guessing when she's.
Yeah. When she's on the
How are they judging
Hokyoku.
this though? Because like the Rukia one, the Bleach one alone, it spans a lot of shit in between. So like I don't know how they're gauging that.
I don't know. They just say who had the best rescue arc. Like they just did it by the whole
Like,
arc.
if we're just judging like from the point where they have to start the rescue to rescuing, it's just thinking about those selections, man. You know, and just off first glance, without even really thinking about it, it's gonna be Bleach. There's a lot of shit that happens. It's like a lot of good shit that happens.
And Naruto too. Like, and the Naruto one, that's when Choji and Neji became my favorite characters in Naruto.
But that's because that's when
That
they
arc.
fight the other cursed members.
Yeah.
When Choji goes, but is that
Yeah.
when Choji goes butterfly?
Yeah.
After taking the pills, but I couldn't give that to them because they failed that mission. Like they didn't rescue Sasuke because Naruto made it to him, but he still lost.
But
and
it was a lot of character development.
But we talking about rescue.
But no, it's just the rescue arc.
Yeah, they didn't say
it
that.
doesn't matter if
This
they,
ain't
they,
based
if they
based on
succeeded or
rescue,
not.
though.
You can't really say rescue if the man didn't get rescued.
No, we're just talking about the arc of the rescue. Whether they are successful or not is a whole other conversation. If that's the case, some of the like
Can you really say
Naruto wouldn't be in
Ichigo
there.
Okay, well, if that's the case, if we doing it like that, then they didn't even develop. Told you had to take pills, and the rest of the other ones had to get
I'm
saved.
not arguing for that.
I said
Naruto.
character development, not like.
What
like
did they
pop-
develop?
Like they learned like they need to get stronger. Like
That's
Neji.
not really a development. You just take an L and then you be like, okay, yes, I got to get
That's
stronger.
character development. You once you take an L, you realize.
Bro,
you need
everybody
to do
takes
something.
L and be like, oh, I got to get stronger. That's not really a development
But
thing. though.
Neji, he increased his vision because he had that blind spot in the back of his head. Choji, he developed.
No,
he didn't
okay.
have-
When
had
did
to-
he get?
Molly, man.
When did he get that development though? I know, and Choji used the pill. He wasn't able to stop using those pills until all the way into Shippuden. We talking about right then and there. What development did they have?
They didn't have no development right then and there.
Exactly. So
No,
that's part of the arc.
I'm not talking about right then and there.
That's
I'm talking
the
about,
arc,
I'm
though.
talking about after the fact.
No, but we're talking about the arc. That's what it says. The arc. We just went over that. We're talking about the arc.
I'm gonna say Bleach based off the selections. There's a lot of
course.
things that happen between the beginning and the.
And that was some development right there. Ichigo went from no Bankai to Bankai. He went from fighting Kenpachi, he couldn't even slash his man, to.
I mean, he slashed him.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about at first, but
He slashed him one time in the first time.
no. I'm saying like I know he ended up slashing him during a fight, but I'm saying at first he couldn't even touch him like with it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
your sword scared of me type stuff. And then he got stronger.
Spiritual pressure was too strong, man.
Yeah, like those were some developments there.
I'll give you that. I'm talking about like after.
Hey, we was talking about the rescue arc. We're not talking about what happened after. Straight rescue arc.
But can
And
you
I
really
would-
say Ichigo and them succeeded
They say Rukia, so what you mean?
by default? Say the way.
By default?
Cause
You have to picture what this man had to go through. First of all, you pulling up a whole world that you never been to. This man went to the Soul Society with Orihime that didn't do anything, had no power at all. Well, she had,
Man, she healed him. What are you talking about, man?
yeah, she minor powers.
She reverses time.
I think that they
She wasn't in control of that in the beginning like that.
She didn't know she was doing that.
I know, yeah, she didn't know. So, but I'm saying
She
what
still
did she
healed
do?
him.
She didn't do nothing like
At
that.
the end
basically.
of the whole arc, she healed like 2 of them.
At the end of the arc, but I'm saying like
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
talking about what we doing when he got there. Like this man's pulling,
Yeah.
you're pulling up there with her,
Bodies, yes.
Chad.
Hey, man, Chad gave
Chad
it
was
his all.
decent. He was strong. He was a strong human. But this man, he's
Hey,
as soon as
listen,
he got there, he got work.
if you want to talk about strong humans, you can talk about what you call it, the brother. I forgot his name. The one with the cat who does like the tricks and traps.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what
start
I'm
with
talking
a
about.
G.
Ganju.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so that was a body. That was a human right there. He was just,
Yeah, he was trash too. Exactly. So you see what Ichigo had to pull up there with?
I think,
Like,
but
Yeah,
here's,
Yoda though.
here's the problem with that list,
yeah.
though. That list, like, there's so much that happened in that Bleach arc that it's not just a rescue arc. That is the whole fucking Soul Society arc. The whole first time they go is rescuing what you call it. That's not even close to being fair.
hey,
I don't know who made that list, but that shit was.
I don't know, but
that
I
shit
ain't
was-
see a lot of beats in the comments. That's what I'm saying. That's what
You
was
didn't
crazy.
see a lot of what was voted? Naruto.
Some people were saying Naruto. I think some people was, people say any lobby always. Like, that's it.
Enos Love. Like, is that the fucking Luffy
rest-
save me with Robin?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's not
that
even
was
like
a
that
solid
long.
moment, but it wasn't that.
They
That
declare
was-
war against the whole government though. Burning their flag. That's the big sign of disrespect.
Let me ask you this real quick. For you personally, is One Piece over, or what comes first for you, One Piece or Naruto?
I thought you were talking to me, boy. About to say, what kind of question?
I would say Naruto because I like their fights better.
Okay, I was about to say because you said One Piece out of like you weren't rocking the Naruto shirt.
Nah, 'cause- I just like the shirt.
Hey, there's a reason why you like it. Because that's
Never seen no
I
One
have
Piece
another-
fit.
I have another friend that really
I
likes
got a
One
One Piece.
Piece as well, and a lot of people say that.
I
Here's,
wanted to get it, but it was,
here's the thing: there's so many people who vouch for One Piece. You don't. I've seen more Luppies as of late than any other time. I'll give y'all that. But it's usually Naruto and whatever anime is popular during that time when it comes to cosplay. Another thing is I don't see a lot of One Piece merch all the time. So if you would have came in and said One Piece is your favorite anime and then came in with the Naruto shirt, I would have had to say something. But you cleared the air. I was just curious. And now you gotta pick one around here. We stand on things. No, I'm playing. Yeah. Man, all right. So just to wrap it up, man. Last question would be for the night, for this pod, man. Keep it simple. Is it subs or is it dubs? Come on. One goes away.
I say
Ev-
because I started watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. I started off with dub too.
Like it depends. Like I mainly watch subs. I'm tired. I don't feel like reading.
I think we all started off.
Yeah, I think I would say majority of people. What kind of pushed you towards watching subs?
I got tired of waiting on the version come out.
What is that, Naruto?
Wow.
Nah, that was One Piece.
It's One Piece got him.
I watched those because it sounds better. It's more emotion. So
Yeah, I said it's more emotion, but like with One Piece, I watched that in dub because that time my health issue I was going through chemo, I was always tired, so I just wanted to listen to it.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why a lot of some of them I'm used to hearing the dub version of, like Dragon Ball Z. You wouldn't mind watching it in dub because you know the voices. You didn't hear the voices and all that stuff since.
yeah, the voices sound better in dub. on Dragon Ball Z. I get that. That's
Yeah.
the only exception.
Like not a lot dubs lately are trash because the voice and emotion don't match.
Yeah, they
from
try.
what
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
with what's his Food Wars.
I ain't never watched. Oh, he already started laughing. Like he already seen that.
Yeah, because I mean,
Food Wars, like they was too extra with that shit. The orgasm.
I could only imagine because I did watch it with season 1 because I was just like,
It was good because
Yeah.
like I like they was always underestimated because he was a diner cook. He was going to like 5-star Michelin school cook.
yeah,
So every single time they talking shit. Oh, you just a diner cook. Nigga. You don't know what you doing.
yeah, they
And
was
he goes
busting
in and
out
show 'em
clothes
up.
on that show, man. So I can only imagine because it's already kind of when those moments happen, I kind of cringe sometimes. So I can only
Yeah, I
imagine
ain't
how
gonna
the
lie.
dub.
I did cringe. Like it just the dub voices, like it sounded too.
Sexual
No, not sexual, but like it didn't match like the energy from the sub
show.
version.
Yeah.
I know how it gets with that show. They be like, ugh, they be just ODing. I'm like, is it really that good?
I don't know. I've been seeing videos of people making that food. They be like, it really is. Like that pork stuff that he made the very first like episode when they didn't have no meat. And they said make them a meat dish. He did the mashed potatoes, put them in like a meatloaf type form and wrapped it in bacon and all that stuff. I've been seeing people actually make that stuff. I'm like,
So they bringing this shit to life, huh?
yeah. I'm pretty sure all food that people didn't try to from anime they didn't try to make it.
Well, we're almost an hour and a half in, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up on today's episode. I appreciate you for stopping by. As always, AD, appreciate you holding it down. And let us know in the comments, guys, what you thought about these questions. And let us know, is it subs or is it dubs? Peace.